Hi guys, so it has been about a week with the Fire HD 10 from Amazon here, and I have been quite satisfied with the device, but let's just talk about my experiences and what I liked and disliked about the device so far. I start with the negative points because there are not so many, but there are some. For one, the App Store from Amazon really lags behind the Play Store from Google, so many apps are not there, others are in lower quality, but you get stuff like Netflix without problems. So yeah, it's not perfect. I'm not quite sure if Amazon maybe will drop their own app store. They did so on all other Android devices as far as I know, or they are doing this. So maybe we get a Play Store official here. But for the previous device, it was no real problem to install the official Google Play Store on the Fire devices. So this may be a solution which I will try out sometime later. Yeah, this is not so nice. Another thing is the whole Kindle Fire and Amazon thing is very much localized. So for me as a person who switches between languages quite often, mostly Portuguese, German, English, this is really a big issue. For example, I can't set up Alexa for some reason. Not quite sure if she is even available in Germany so far, but yeah, see, this is all in devices in English and Alexa is in German, and she will only talk with me if I change my profile to German, which I did, and it does not work. So, but it could be that it does not work in Germany at all at the moment. This is quite confusing, and the Amazon support was not helpful last week in this regard. The device, it was the same day the device came out, so you have to give them credit where credit is due. So, yes, here for example the YouTube app. This is just the mobile page from YouTube, basically. So this is not really, you can barely call this app at all. So this is a bit annoying. Then I think there was a third thing. Interesting. Oh, I noticed that my Bluetooth headset won't change the volume, but it's only a really minor thing. Yeah, I think this is, and the thing with the language, I think this is a very specific problem for me personally. I think a situation where this could come in place, like for people who are with the US Armed Services in Germany, for example, or other places in the world, when you should be really careful that you buy it from the right store. So if you, for example, would buy it from Amazon Germany and be a US person with a US Amazon account, it could be that the device does work sub-perfect, or it works better than in my case, because everything is, because I have a very old Amazon konto and also actually bought stuff in different places of Amazon. Yeah, let's go to the nice things. So the screen is really nice with full HD. Yeah, I really like it. The whole device runs smooth. Battery life, I think 10 hours is really realistic. I watched like 5 hours of video and it dropped 50% down. So this seems quite solid at the moment, but the device is brand new, not broken in, and also you have I don't have clogged it up with so many apps and stuff. So I mostly watched Netflix the last week with this thing. Much other stuff I didn't do so far. Yeah, you see the Amazon launcher, which is highly integrated into the whole Amazon universe. Like you have here books, which is then not Audible, it's Kindle, then video, Amazon Video, of course. Then we go to Amazon Music and Audible, of course, and Newsstand. So yeah, highly integrated, the whole stuff there. So if you're not using any Amazon services, you may not get so happy with it, but actually you don't need the stuff. So probably you can even install another launcher on it if you want. But then, yeah, I think for the price, it's a really nice device. Also the 64 gigabytes so far, I'm not even close to getting up, but I also delete the stuff I download. So if you are not very mobile, if this thing is only used at home, the 32 gigabyte version will do as well for somebody who is doing more stuff abroad and going from places. It might be nice to have the extra space, especially because internal and SD card memory is not handled the same on Android devices usually. Not quite sure how the Fire HD handles it. Haven't tried it so far because I can't find my 64 gigabyte SD card, which I have in some place. Another thing which I really like, especially for people who are living alone, this is not so relevant, but for a small family like mine, this is really quite interesting that they have the multi-user functionality built in right at the top. So when you set up the device, you get one of the first questions is, do you want to add another user? Do you want to add your children, give your children accounts here? And then you can in this Amazon free time, which is ironically called, you can really manage quite a lot, much more than I think which is possible with the restrictions you can put into iOS. And yeah, with Android itself, you basically have to get some apps. There are probably some which can do the same, but you have to search for it. And here you have it right at the top. So for example, you can define what can my kid do, which hours, which time. Can put different profiles for weekends and weekdays. This is quite nice. Then you can say which apps and which videos and which books can my kid actually read. So is Deadpool the right thing for my kid, or should she read Dora the Explorer? Yeah, or same thing with videos. You can say videos should they have a kid-friendly filter, which is a bit strange because yeah, it's a bit strange to filter, but you can do it yourself. Of course, they want to give you an upsell here with the 1 month free trial for free time unlimited. Not quite sure if this is worth the money. I guess rather not. But the whole thing, if you imagine, there is also a kids version of the Kindle Fire, which comes with a special own case and I think extra warranty and the 1 year free. Free time unlimited stuff. So this is maybe where this is aiming, which is quite interesting if you want to give your kid a own tablet. Where my kids are a bit small at the moment. The same page you could add here a second adult like the mom, or yeah. And this is quite on the top. It's quite on the bottom. It's not hidden in the system. This is quite there. So for a multi-user tablet, which you want to use with your spouse and your husband and your kids. I think there's really nothing better on the market at the moment. At last, not out of the box. You have to put much effort in here. You get it quite right. If you're already integrated into the Amazon universe, you have all the stuff by Amazon. You can configure the stuff quite well around it. So yeah, this is really something that comes up. And then there's a third thing which I really liked. This blue shades. Which is basically reducing the exposure to blue light, which should help you to get your sleep in, because many people are using this stuff in their bed as well as notebooks and stuff. And yeah, I think this is a huge cause for insomnia for many people. And yeah, you really, maybe it has, maybe it does not. I'm not quite sure yet. I haven't tried it out so intensely, but I think putting it on the top as an option is quite a nice thing. And yeah, I really think this is a good idea to do it. And I think Apple does this as well, as far as a friend told me, because my old Apple devices don't get any updates anymore. Yeah, is there anything else to talk about? Yeah, you see free time, books, Kindle, Audible, it's all there. And with the Prime app, of course, you only get a limited access to the video and some access to the music and some access to where is it, to Kindle, but they are all having their own paid things. So basically, especially with the videos, you get access to the videos, so you get some free videos, but you can buy quite a lot to it. And what you often get is that they give you the first season for free, not with the stuff which Amazon is doing themselves, like the tick here, which is quite excellent. Not with the Amazon stuff, but with some of the more obscure stuff that you get, like the first season, and then you have the second or third season for you to buy. But the stuff will stay by it when, in case you're dropping your Prime subscription. So yeah, you buy it forever. But other than Netflix, where you basically get what you get everything which is in there for your monthly fee, you can actually spend quite a lot more money on Amazon Video. And same on Audible, there's an abonnement system, so you can quite up your costs from Prime, just in case you didn't know this. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. I will put up more stuff about this device and others in the future. This is far from a review. This is only my first impression from the first week. And yeah, it's a really, for the price, it's a great deal, especially if you are already using Prime or using Amazon services quite extensive. But yeah, Netflix is also running on it with a nice screen. So it's really a good bargain at the moment. And I think many people said, yeah, like oh, the Samsung Tab 3 or something is much better, but the thing costs like the double the amount. Same with the iPad. I think for the money, this is for the money you won't get a better at the moment. Can change fast, but most cheap tablets are cheap in most regards. They have a bad screen, they are slow, and this works quite excellent for the price. So yeah, my initial impression. Don't forget to subscribe and watch the other stuff. Yep, see you guys soon. Bye bye.